Hello everyone. Welcome to Dynamics Con, and thanks Dynamics Con for this opportunity to present in this big event actually. So I'm thankful to the whole Dynamics Con team and along with my friend and you can say ex-colleague also Nitin. So let me move on. So today we are going to discuss about managing service module with AI model and auto routing. So let me introduce myself. This is Goloknath and I'm associated with Direct Asia Insurance as a platform specialist. Along with that, my hashtag is GM Dynamics 365. I'm also MCT and blogger, YouTuber, and a power addict. And basically, work is all about Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. And let me introduce my friend Nitin. Nitin is associated with HCL Power Objects. He is working as a lead consultant. And along with that, he is also MCT and he is also Power Platform, Dynamics 365, Azure, and Power Addict. And along with that, he has also enormous work experience in Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. So let's move on to discuss what is on our agenda today. In this session, we are going to cover our AI model, what exactly the need of AI in today's business scenario, business challenges and answer to it, and we'll see on use case on that, and then demo, then QA. Okay, so in this image, what exactly you are seeing actually? In this image, if you see, everything is digital. You can see there is laptop, computer, mobile, emails, chat, message, WhatsApp, Twitter, internet, and all these things. If you open any of the day's activities, and if you since morning till late night, and you're revolving around the digital platforms, and maximum we are working around the digital platform. So here is all about, if we are more involved towards digital environment, definitely we want a bit of intelligence on that. So like I can perceive something, I can smell something, I can touch something, I can do something human kind of activities. So this is what is all about digital transformation. And let's move on to understand the use case of the customer. So basically in this use case, we are going to cover customer engagement part. If you understand how exactly customer engagement is all about, customer engagement start from marketing. Marketing guys will market the product or service, whatever it may be, then marketing, then comes the sales process. Sales team will work with the quotation and all these things. Then after sales, the service starts. If you understand any service industry, it revolves around the cases. Case will be created, case will be worked on the case, and case will be resolved. So we are considering a typical case of an aviation industry. In this aviation industry, let's say there are different cases customers are highlighting, right? There is baggage, I lost my baggage, I lost something, some clarification, some queries, and all these things. So those require the cases also. So in that scenario, we are considering the use case. Let's say Mr. Paul sent an email to the mailbox of an airline. Okay, so mail entered to the mailbox. And when the mail entered to the mailbox, email to case conversion done, because nowadays it is quite common, email to case conversion. So email to case converted, but it forgot or it never implemented the auto classification so that it will route to the respective department. Okay, so in that scenario, how we can provide this feature to classify and auto route? In this current scenario, if you notice, Mr. Paul dropped the email to case is converted, but because of missing the classification, there is one office executive is there who is going to classify and classify and route it to respective departments. So to do this tedious work, if you imagine on daily basis, if they are getting 100 emails, then how much time an officer need to spend for this classification work. So this is where is all about the work. We want to reduce the workload. And if you see in this scenario, after the classification, then officer starts working on the case and he's going to resolve the case. So let's move on. What is the solutioning? So Microsoft Dynamics is one of it's beautiful platform which is providing interconnected lot of applications. If you see, we are considering Dynamics 365 along with that Power Automate, along with AI Builder. It's a great combination to automate the processes. So here we are considering those actually, Dynamics 365 customer engagement from the service module. We are triggering one email. Let's say Mr. Paul sent one email to the mailbox. In this scenario, we are using Power Automate and AI Builder case classification model, which will automatically classify the case and it will route to the respective departments, or whoever the officer is there is going to work on the case. So in this scenario, what we are achieving, we are going to reduce the effort of the office executive who is going to do the classification work manually, and now he just need to monitor the stuffs and he just need to spend his quality time in the productive work. Okay, so then what happened? The office executive has processes automatically by this automation. Then now case is automatically routed to the respective departments, and it's with the case notification as well. The officer will get notified that yes, you have got so many this case and whatever things, what is the issue, is going to work on the case and resolve the case. So here is the bit of automation. So let me summarize what we are going to achieve in this. In this, the case is going to be auto tagged, it will be auto routed, it is going to be pre-populated. Okay, so let's move on. And if you see this total summary, I just want to give you a little bit insight towards the technical what we are going to cover in the demo. So in this demo, we are considering the use case of aviation industry and email to customer service support mailbox of airline. And then we are leveraging the feature of AI Builder with Power Automate, which reads the email subject and body and provides tagging of the information from customers. Power Automate checks the email of the sender and search in the customer table. If existing customer found in auto tagging the customer to case with another required informations. With the tagged category from Dynamics 365, master routing information or the results page. Actually, we are maintaining one master routing information table where all the informations are there. It will automatically fetch from there and it will tag and classify the case. Okay, and it will be routed to the respective department. Along with that, we are doing sentiment analysis also. We are using the sentiment analysis model. We are using sentiment analysis because there are some customers who have negative sentiments. Okay, in that scenario, we need to be handled with care. Means we have to give proper justification, proper service to them so that the customer will turn back again with this specific airline. So this is where sentiment analysis work all about. Then case is created with pre-populated informations, priority, case classifications, case category, then specific notification also sent. And last but not the least, it will be auto-routed. Okay. And what is the end goal? End goal is agent is able to save his quality time to spend on the productive work. Okay, I don't want to spend much time. Let's move on to the demo. So I'm inviting my friend Nitin. Nitin, proceed towards the demo.
So yeah, hi friends, myself Nitin, as Golak already introduced and given a quick brief introduction about me. So here, right, so what we are going to discuss on this demo, right, so let's say typical any industry, right, service industry. So now they are trying to use and train to use the Dynamics 365 C platform. So with that, right, the UI UC is from the Dynamics 365 CE, which is a service model. So a typical service industry, right, so they will use this particular module or particular app D365 CE, the customer service of to service their customers and give more value addition to their customers. Okay, now consider a challenge scenario that Golak has already explained you is like that you got the email and it is already got auto converted to the particular case. So what agent has to do, right? Yeah, he has to go through this email. Yeah, what exactly it is here, right? It's like, okay, he is the customer, right? He is frustrating and he because he lost his baggage at the airport. Now as a CS agent, as a customer service representative, what you have to do here is like you have to identify this case, yeah, what this case is exactly about. Okay, so I see this case is the complaint case, so I will tag it to the complaint, and I see this is also a baggage loss. So from the category whatever the business defined for you, so from that I just need to do the categorization. Then I can see, yeah, the priority I might need to change from normal to high or for normal to low. And then also I just need to route to particular team, which can be the baggage team here, something like this. Yeah, you will have some baggage team, some department, so there you need to route and then do and your next thing. Okay, but to avoid this challenge, right, so what we are going to do here, right, so we are going to show you, we will send an email, and then these all details will get auto populated, the case category, subcategory, and priority. And apart from that, right, if any other tagging you have to do, that also we will do, along with routing of this case to a particular team. Okay, so then we are just going to our email here. So what we'll do with this typical example, right, we will send an email. So I have some details auto populated, so I will just click on a new email. So as a customer, so I'm sending email to the service mailbox of your airlines. So I have all the details auto populated, so I'll just use those tags here, and I will just send over email. So we got this email auto created here. So I will just open this email, this particular case, from email to case, right. So we got this automation. I will just see, and now you saw, right, this my case is auto populated, the case category has been done, so my case has been classified with respect to whatever I have given. So it just classified to lost luggage and complaint. Apart from that, I could see the sentiment of analysis from this email, what it is like. Customer sentiment is negative, that also I am able to identify. So if you see here, over here, right, so this baggage team, right, it also said that my case is already auto routed to baggage team. The priority also can set, I can set to normal, I can set to high. And then in description, right, so whatever the email body has sent, so yeah, I'm able to remove unnecessary content like regards Paul and all. Okay, so those things also I'm able to do here with the description. Okay, so with this, right, I will be able to save my efficiency. The job, right, the job of the CS agent, right, will be more productive, and he can more focus on the productive stuff in his day-to-day life. Okay, so now overall, we will see now how this has been done, and we will see the end-to-end process to do this. Okay, now to do this, right, so first what we have to do, right, we have to have some AI model with us, which will help us to do this classification. Okay, so I will jump over to this my Excel sheet. So this is nothing but my AI model which has only two fields. One is like category, and one is the AI text description. For example, how you need to classify is, let's say you have a bad flight, okay, as a category, or anything particularly tags you want to classify. And then with respect to that, right, you need to give some text. Okay, and you need to feed your model, like, okay, here you see on bad flight, so what customer can message you, what customer can email you is like, seat inside aircraft is not good. So like that, right, you have to build up your model with some examples. As a demo, right, I just took 10 to 15 example for each category. But yeah, in practical scenario, it could be hundred and thousands of text tagging to your particular category, so that your AI model will be more accurate. Okay, so with this, right, I just prepared some category with respect to the aviation industry. If you see here, the flight booking, the late cancel flights, and other thing. Okay, so now this is the one which we are targeting here. Okay, the lost luggage. Okay, so here, right, I just gave some example, what a potential customer can send us as an email, and those things, right, will get auto tagged to this lost luggage, and that AI builder will know from this AI model. Okay, and when you go to the production after some time, right, what you can do, whenever you resolve case, you automatically feed your data to this particular model, and so that AI will be more accurate with your business scenarios. Then as a next step, right, what we have to do, whatever the model is there, we have to add into a particular entity, or in case entity also you can add, and you can just give in the description and case category, that also you can tag. Okay, but as of now, for this demo, what I did, I just created a new entity which is airline model, and here I just imported, and that's as simple Excel, like import to X, with the import to Excel functionality, right, I just imported into this particular entity. Yeah, so if you see here, my all whatever the things which I shown into the from the Excel, so that those things are already here. Yeah, now the next thing what we will do, we will create AI builder based on this my AI model. Now I will switch to my AI builder, power ups AI builder screen. So here I can see, yeah, this is the AI POC model which I already created, but for you, right, I will show you how we can create a new model. So I will just click on this new build model button. Then I will see, yeah, multiple options over here, like like I can create a model for form, I can create for model from form to research. But our typical case is the classification. Okay, so then with that particular model I will just create a AI builder for the classification. Yeah, so then this is the AI model that we see over here, and I will just explain how I created this AI model. So first, right, so what we have to do, it will give me edit model option over here. And with this edit model, right, so I just need to tag my this model to the category and the subcategory, which is nothing but the tags and the text from whatever the entity that I have chosen. Okay, here, right, let's say when I select on the when I click on the select text, right, yeah, so it will give me which table I want to select here, which is nothing but my AI model, as you seen in last screen. Yeah, the AI airline model is the one which I want to tag here. So I'm already seeing this table, the entity, and from here, right, I just want to pick which is the AI text column mapping. So I just selected AI text and then select column, and then I will go click on the next here. And this allows me to select tags, and then tags are nothing but where you are categorizing your AI data. Okay, so I'm choosing here the comma separated. And if I see here the select tag, if I click on the select tag again, so it is like the category column from this particular airline model table, so that I have selected. Yeah, so I will click on next. So this is like, yes, just 2 or 3 step process and done. So it will just ask you to review again. Okay, what you can do, whatever your particular text is that aligned to your tags, that you can just check here, like seat inside aircraft is not good. Yeah, it is already bad flight. So with this, yeah, you can confirm your mapping is correct. And yes, you just need to go and click on next, and then again next. And it will ask you to train your model, and once you train your model, it will do the publishing. So train is nothing but, right, the AI builder, what it is doing, it is analyzing your all the text, and it will try to map to the text. And then next time onwards, right, so it will automatically do the tagging of your particular data to with respect to your category, whatever you have selected while feeding your model. Yeah, then with this, right, I can just do the quick test here. Okay, for example, hey, I lost the bag. Okay, so if you see the test result, right, so you will see, yeah, lost luggage is 91%. Okay, so what it is giving, so whatever the text you enter, right, so the probability of getting classified to the lost luggage is 91% accuracy, and then customer service issue is 68% accuracy. So with this, right, it will tag to the 91%, and that we have to write into the Power Automate. So now my AI model is ready. So what I just need to do, I just need to publish it, and that's it. And once published, it will be available into the Power Automate. If you don't publish, it will not be available into the Power Automate, because it will be in the draft status. And this over here, right, it gives me the model performance is like here the 49 out of scale, in out of scale of the 100. So more accurate data you feed, more relevant data you feed, it is going to increase. You just need to give the more and more data to your AI model. Now moving to the next screen is like we will try to explain what are the case subcategory. Okay, so with respect to whatever my AI tags here, so what I will do, I will just find what all the unique data from here, and I will feed into new master with related to my case, which is nothing but a case subcategory. Okay, so this is where my classification master is here. Okay, now for example, if I open the lost luggage, so what I can do, I can add the case category, I can add the priority, whether it is high, low, and I can do the notification enable, and then also I can do who will be the case owner for this particular category, which is nothing but a baggage team. Okay, so the typical process, what will happen, the Power Automate will detect from email subject and body, and it will try to see, let's say this is email subject and body, from whatever email the customer is sending, it will try to come to particular case category, which is nothing but the lost luggage. Okay, and this lost luggage, it will search in this master entity, and whatever the details are here, that we will do the pre-population. And let's say you want to do any auto routing, that also it will do. Apart from that, any other thing you want to maintain, like SLA and other stuff, that also you can do and fetch, and you can add more fields over here. Now we will see how it is being done actually with the Power Automate. So we will take a typical Power Automate example, and that I will try to explain you. So this is the whatever the last successful run, so that screen over here you can see. So whenever an email triggers, right, so what we are going to do, we are having the Power Automate on email table. So whenever a new email creates, this Power Automate will run. And apart from that, right, you will have other filters, like you want for specific DL or any other stuff as per your business scenario, that you can maintain. Okay. And as we know, right, so the email, right, it will be always into some HTML tags and body. So we just need to convert into particular text content. So that's why we are using HTML to image, so that we will remove these all HTML tags. Then there are some variables that we are defining overall, like what will be the your may I talk AI model tagging, and then the counter variables and other stuff that we are defining here. Okay. Then the first step what we will do is, like we will get whoever is the sender, that sender exists in our contact table or not. Okay. So with the email, so we will search that particular contact in our email box. Okay. So here, right, whatever the contact, so we will search in contact, and definitely we have already contact as Mr. Paul, which is our demo scenario. Okay. And once we get that contact, so we extract the GUID and we save this GUID into a variable, so that it will help us to tag to a particular case. Okay. So now the whatever we have done, right, that email body we have done, so we will club together, like email to subject, right, we will try to concatenate the subject plus body into a particular action, so that we will feed this data directly to our AI model. Okay. And this is what the typical AI builder action looks like. Is we are what which action we are using here is like classified text to categories in your custom with your custom models. Okay. So this is available with the AI builder, so that where it is, right. So other stuff in the Power Automate you might know, but this one I just want to show you here is like you just need to go to the new action, and with that, right, you have to type AI builder action, and under that you will see this particular AI builder model classification, classify text into categories with one of your custom model. So this one you have to use, and in that, right, whatever the AI model you have created, that it will come, and only just remember only published model will come. So our AI builder model name was AIPOC, and since it is already published, so we are able to see here. So just remember that no draft will come, and here as a text you just need to give either subject or body, or subject plus body, right, which is your email body. So that concatenation you can just give here, and you just need to select from whatever your HTML to text, which is nothing but your last action. Once you do with this step, that's it done, and it will help you to give the particular classification. Okay. So I'm just removing, since I already have this block ready. So we'll come back and we will see what output it has provided to me. So once I email this, right, so yeah, it gives me whatever is like customer service or any other thing, right, the lost baggage. So those it will give me with the predefined score. Okay, in the scale of 0. 0.4, 0.9, and what I can do right here, right, I can have that particular score, like whether it is 0.4, 0.9, and whatever you business want. Let's say you want accuracy up to 0.7, so that accuracy you can take, and whichever is the highest, that you can tag to the lost baggage particular scenario. So with this classification model, right, so if you see the output, right, so you will see whatever the case category has been identified with respect to the score. Okay. So here the lost luggage is with the 0.85, and customer service issue is with the 0.76 accuracy. Okay. So as a business, yeah, you can say it like, okay, I just want all 80% accurate only, and that I want to tag. And let's say if there are multiple things that is getting tagged, so what you can do, whichever is the highest one, that you can select, and you create your case with that particular case category or case subcategory. Okay. Since this is giving me a result in the JSON format, so I will just parse my JSON over here, and then this JSON, right, what I will do, since there are multiple there is a possibility that AI gives me the multiple tags over here, so I will just loop it into the array, and whichever I will have the logic, right, whichever is the highest one, I will just pick, and set it to my subcategory as a variable as a identification. Okay, and then moment I identify this my case subcategory, what I'm going to do, I will again go to this particular case subcategory master, and I will just select that particular case category tag whichever is the identified. Okay, so in our scenario, right, it is the lost luggage one. So I will just take this lost luggage, I will search in this particular table, get this lost luggage case category, and populate all the details, case category, and then email notification if it is a priority case or not. And then also I can do the auto routing here. So I just got all those details. Along with that, what I can do, right, I can just do the sentiment analysis of my text whichever the customer has sent. Okay, so in this case, right, since he has written, yeah, it's frustrating, he lost the baggage, so definitely it is a negative. So probability of it being a negative is like 0.99. So yeah, definitely it is negative. So you can set your own business requirement criteria. Let's say you want to classify this as, if 0.8 it is a negative, then only it's a negative. Okay, else you can set it as neutral. So like that also you can set as per your own thing. But in this case, right, it is already given me the 0.99 negative. So definitely this email whatever the customer has written is a negative one. And since now we have all this information ready, so only one thing what we have to do, we just need to create a case and all the details to be auto populated. Yeah, so if I see the typical case create block looks like this. And what I'm doing, I'm just getting whatever the case subcategory detail and owners and other stuff, right? So I'm just populating and my case will get created. If I come back to my case here again, yeah, so this is the one, the customer sentiment and all, I just shown negative, and all the details, right, the case category subcategory got populated with the routing. And this, right, will definitely help a CSA agent, right, to save his time, to utilize his time to a more productive thing, while using his Dynamics 365 C application. So yeah, that's it from my side. I hope you like this demo. So now I'm moving over to the Golok.
So currently we saw actually how Nitin presented the scenario, how the airline industry helped us to automate using Power Automate and AI Builder. And as I explained, if you saw the demo, right, we are using two models. One model is for case classification, another model we are using for sentiment analysis. So these are the features we used. So hope this is helpful to understand how it is helpful to automate the tasks, different tasks. But I just want to share here future improvements on this, whatever we presented. One is SLA can be configured, okay, in multiple layers. Let's say we want to configure based on subcategory, subcategory, because currently we used only one subcategory. We can define in future it's a subcategory if anything is there. Case categories can be further classified into three labels. It's a case triplets. And then if any documents attached to email also can be read through and classified as per business requirement. Okay, any documents we want to route to respective team, or we want to classify certain documents, that's also possible. So this is again further improvements we can do. Then escalation matrix also based on case triplet can be configured. Let's say we want to escalate something, one officer is not working, let's route to the respective team lead and then manager or whatever it may be, that's also possible. So this is where is all about the presentation. And thank you again. Thank you DynamicsCon, and hope to get the queries. If any queries, anything, just put in the chat box. And thanks. Thank you all. I think we discussed, we saw the presentation, and I cannot see any questions so far. But let me tell actually the presentation, whatever Nitin provided the demo. In that demo scenario, we noticed actually how airline industry can leverage the facilities and all these things. And along with that, how previously we are using customer engagement, because some of the service industries, they use this, actually not some of the, if you notice, all the service industries use the case management process. And in the case management module, if you notice, they want to automate. Now everybody want to leverage the AI capabilities. And Microsoft come up with this solution, like you can easily plug and do the automation part. So Microsoft introduced the AI Builder, and AI Builder has the different models. There are different custom models. Here, if you notice, we used one of the custom model. So custom model, because normally predefined model in real life nobody will do. So in industry wide, they normally use the custom model. So there are different custom models are there. Let's say predict future outcomes. Currently, if you notice, AI Builder UI also changed. So predict future outcomes from historical data. That is one custom model is there. Then detect custom objects in images. That is also one custom model. And recently introduced also one of the load. You can classify your images based on their content using load. So that is also one of the custom model you can build. So custom model is actually classified text we saw now in this custom entities, extract custom entities from your text also. So these are the models actually we can leverage to build our custom features. I will say everybody can try out. Um Everybody can try out. Okay, everybody can try out the feature actually. AI Builder. Let's see any questions. So Nitin, anything you want to convey to the peoples?
Yeah. Thank you, really, thank you for attending our session. Yeah, so it is all about how we do the automation in industry, and when we have the typical service model, right? So the business, right, the organization want, right, their agent, their users to improve their efficiency, so that they will be more productive for your organization. And did these small things, right, and doing this AI builder, doing the automation, right, it really helps to your organization to a great level. So that is the scenario, right, we thought of introducing here. And we are really thankful for Dynamicons, for providing us this platform to showcase our demo scenario with you all people. And talking about the licensing and all, right, so then Microsoft provides, right, this AI builder calculator. Let's say if you want to purchase the license, right? So for example, if you have the dynamic CE license, the Power Automate things will come with a certain capacity. But definitely for AI builder, right, you have to purchase or buy a separate license with a capacity. For example, right, let's say category classification, right, that we are doing, right. So then you have to provide, how many numbers of test screen you are going to organize, or you are going to analyze, right, per month. So on that basis, right, your price will be calculated. It is like, a typical what we do the Azure pricing calculator, right? So same way it will work here with the AI builder pricing calculator also. So with the AI builder, right, so as as Golok explained, right, there are different types of AI builder model, like classification, then entity extraction. So for all those, right, so there are different pricing calculator model is available in the Power Automate website, like that. If you search in the Google Power Automate AI builder calculator, you will easily know that. And based on your organization need and organization capacity, right, those you can easily do usually calculate and subscribe with them. Yeah. So yeah, so far, yeah, Golok has already
Yeah.
shared that link in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Golok, for that.
Yes. Yes. So actually, yeah, so you can use this calculator and licensing point of view also. I'm just pasting the link. If anybody want, they can download the licensing guide. So it will have the license information also. This is related to our AI builder. But if you go to the customer engagement point of view, we used one of the use case of service module. Let's say anybody is using the sales module also. They can leverage these features in the sales module also, and marketing also. Anybody has similar scenarios, because marketing is normally work with different customers also to understand. In that scenario, they have specific use case. They can use different models also to automate the process, because Dynamics 365 has a lot of capabilities inbuilt within the 365 product. But on top of that, let's say if you want to automate some scenarios, previously we have actually workflows. Normally we use our out of box workflows, custom workflows. But if you want to extend that, we use the Power Automate. So Power Automate, the Microsoft came up with again more detailed idea. Means it's like you want to automate your existing process within Power Automate. Also they provided this AI feature, that is AI builder capability. So again, it is also again custom model came into picture. So custom model will given, it is giving little bit more deeper inside, means you can do your own custom model, you can build the model, you can play with the model. So this is, if you see the trend, actually previously we are using only automation the process, but now we are moving towards the artificial intelligence. So where exactly this AI is all about. So if you notice in the first slide, we explained how the human tendencies keep on changing. Initially, we are thinking actually how I can automate some of the process. We are doing that automation of the process. Then um, at last actually we noticed, okay, we want to process some of the existing feature. I don't want to touch the system, I want systems to automatically process the items. So it comes the AI capabilities. So I would say everybody can go out and try out. There are a lot of different features Microsoft keep on every quarter they are releasing. Even recently also there are some upgrade scheme regarding our customer engagement module, let's say sales, service, marketing, and field service. All those also there are a lot of changes, a lot of updates came. And on power platform side also there are a lot of updates came. So Nitin, I saw you are unmute the mic, you want to say something?
Yes, yes, correct. See, yeah, on top of that, right? For example, let's say on licensing capacity on all, right? So if you purchase the D365 CE license, right? So with that, right, some power automate capacity, yeah, definitely you will get. And with respect to the power automate performance, right, so certain FAQs or tips you can take care of, is like how to query your the action. Let's say you are using the list action and all that, so you should try to minimize your the column. You should try to have some certain criteria, that will give you the more optimized performance when you are using the power automate. Because whenever email is being appear in the mailbox, right, from that to the case creation, right, it definitely takes some time. So you can focus on how to optimize your power automate. Then apart from that, right, so in demo, as you see, right, we have shown you the example of the typical case categorization, right? So there we showed you how to do the owner routing. So this case routing, right, will also help you, with respect to particular case master, right, how you can efficiently route your cases, how you can add more field like priority, or for example there are certain business required fields. So those also, from the case master that you can bring it. So this solution, right, is helpful for your business in multiple areas, not only just for the customer service CE. It can help you, in other business solution, like you can frame your master entity, and with that master entity, right, you can tag most of the things that you want to auto populate. Is not just creating the service. Let's say you are creating any particular other records in the dynamics, that also, you can think of this particular logic. And then talking about the sentiment analysis, right? So with sentiment analysis, right, definitely, you can guess what is the mode of the particular customer, and on that basis, right, further you can improve how you can route those particular cases. Let's say if a customer sentiment is very negative from last 2 3 cases or something, right? So then you can have your own logic to auto route this to particular queues, or you can take further action on that. Yeah, so that is all about the power automate and AI routing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
along with that, actually, one of the feature also I remember now, one of the feature also we can, let's say we are using Dynamics C module, right? Customer engagement. So customer engagement part, I think we know Microsoft also has customer insights, Microsoft customers insights. So customer insight is also one of the AI driven platform in which we can club the data from different sources. Customer let's say we have different sources, actually normally in every organization it's not like you have all data in CRM. They may have some flat files, may have some their legacy systems, they may have SAP for example. So they want to consolidate all customer data and they want to visualize what is the customer's insights and customer's sentiment, all the behaviors and everything they want to analyze at a single place. So they can leverage the feature of the customer insights. So customer insights actually it will be helpful in that context. So if anybody want to leverage in a in detail level of customer information, they definitely can go ahead with the customer insights. But this is something, it's a case module with AI capabilities. This scenario is all about that. Let's say if you want to know 365-degree of the customer, then I would suggest let's go for the customer insights. You will know a little bit more insights about the customer and all these details. So basically the customer service module, it's not like only case. It has like track customer issues through cases. Then it captures the interactions also. There may be different channels. Some customer normally in any of the C environment, if you notice, there are different channels of the sources. It may not be, let's say email is one channel, phone call is one of the channel, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, or whatever it may be. There may be different sources also can be for the creation of the case. Then in those also you can consolidate, you can do the analysis, you can get the insights. So this is where is all about. You will know a lot of features on customer service module basically. Then if you see how exactly the CRM structure. So basically initially, if you see, first stage is always marketing, because anyways, if any organization, if you see, the marketing is the first stage. So marketing guys will go and they will do their marketing stuffs, and you will get some leads. Okay. So the marketing first stage, then after marketing comes the sales process. In sales process, sales will leads will be converted to opportunity or whatever it may be. Then let's say it's converted to customer. In that scenario, here comes the service module. So if you see the process flow of the CRM, so marketing, sales, then service module, we use the service features. It may be provide customer service. It may be we have product. Let's say if you are dealing with the products, then definitely we can capture the product information, product feedback, and all these things. Again, it's falls under the service also. It can be centralized service, it can be field service. Let's say if you have control room service, definitely you can use the service module, customer service module. Let's say if you have field engineers need to travel, need to sign the document, need to do some work, definitely you can use the field service model also. So field service will give more insights on that part, because let's say they want to do some document work at some and so location. Let's say for example in a bank account opening. So nowadays it's a digital, right? Everybody can open the bank, no need to go to the bank to opening the account. So let's say officer came and you just fill the form, digital form on the app or whatever it may be. Then you need to sign. The field officer will come to you, you just need to sign, digital sign. So once you submit, it will be passed to the data center or your the source system. We can say it's a customer service CRM or whatever it may be. Okay, so this is also one of the thing we can capture. Actually, there are field service is the helpful in this field engineer point of view. And then this is all about our process flow. Then if you go to insights, there are customer insights, we have sales insights, and all those things are there. So if you want to do the analysis of the customer sentiments, do the analysis of the sales information, those you use insights and customer insights and all those stuffs. And if you have small kind of applications or portals, yeah, if you want to leverage the portal capabilities, yes, you can use the power apps portals are there. You can create the portals, you can integrate those portals also with dynamics customer engagement. See, let's say, see, it may be the sales portal. Let's say you are using sales module, you can integrate with the sales specific features. If you are using the service module, you can leverage it with the service specific features. So actually, if you see the Microsoft ecosystem, it's having end-to-end capabilities. It's not only restricted to your marketing, sales, service, and field service. Rather, if you want to holistic view also, you start from the portal, you develop your app. Now also, if you notice, power apps also came up with the idea like they are releasing the native app development capability. I think this week or next week it is going to be GA. I think no, it preview. So in that scenario, you can try out this feature also. You can develop app, your Android app, you can develop your iOS app from power apps. It's a really cool feature. So if you notice here, portal capability was there. Now your app development also is there into that. So you can develop your own app. You can use the same app, and you can release those apps also into the app stores. It's previously you have to use the power apps. You have to install power apps. Within that only you can do the activities. But now no need to install power apps, or only you are not restricted to power apps. You can release your app to the relevant app stores also. So this is also one of the cool feature. So you if you see the complete ecosystem, now you have app. You can develop your own app with low code capability. Again, I quote low code capability. That is one of the beautiful thing. In Power Platform they have provided the low code capability. You develop your app. Then portal also, if you see, it is quite less coding. There are some steps you can do drag and drop. So this is also one of the feature. You can use the Power Apps portal capabilities. Then you can use the app capabilities. And last but not least, some scenarios we noticed actually customer don't want to leverage complete CRM features. Let's say don't want complete service module, don't want complete marketing or sales module. Okay, you want on one or two tables, one or two entities. Yes, you can build your own model driven apps. That is also one of the cool feature. So you can develop your own model driven apps. That is also one feature. Or if you want to create your canvas apps, we saw a lot of games also. A lot of kids also started developing a lot of games, lot of applications using canvas app. So if you see, it's a complete holistic ecosystem which is giving a lot of capabilities to us. And if you see the usability, definitely it is going to be helpful to address all the challenges, and it's keep on evolving. One of the important thing is every quarter it is keep on evolving. And if you see Microsoft Teams comes into the picture, if you collaborate Microsoft Teams, it's even becoming broader scope. You leverage all those features within Teams. So means it's like you no need to go different places within Teams. You can leverage all these features. That is also one of the cool feature. So we can say it's a modular also. It's satisfying all the requirements, and along with that it's helping us to automate. It's AI driven. So whatever the current business challenges, business needs, yes, it is satisfying. So this is where it is all about. And thank you very much. So I let me just check a last round. Any questions? I cannot see any questions so far. But anyways, thank you everyone, and hope
Yeah,
this session is helpful. And yep, Nitin.
yeah, yes, yeah. I just want to thank you everyone, and also thank you to Dynamic for providing this stage and opportunity
Yes.
to. Thank you.